Okay, there we go. Hi guys, welcome on in. As you probably saw from the title, we're playing What Remains of Edith Finch. I have not yet played it. No longer has the title, but let's see. E. Oh.
This isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Here, I'm gonna mute the music real quick. Controls. That way I can see what things are. Sensitivity. Turn that down. There we go.
I lived
Pregnant
here
belly.
until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Shift to zoom, control zoom, alt to zoom. Use interact.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh. Hey, I don't think letters are supposed to fall like that.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
I don't know. Left or right? I'm gonna go left. I'm just gonna go into the dark, creepy woods. Actually, they're not really creepy. They're actually really nice. I like this.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent, as if they're about to say something but never do.
So I went the correct way. Interesting. I can't crouch, but I can zoom. I'll have to do.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
You know, I don't think you guys can hear the ambiance that's going on. Let me just turn that up a little.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Yet my mic is very sensitive. Lovely. Okay. Hmm. Well, it makes me. If I turn that off, I don't know if it'll pick it properly. Yeah, it doesn't. I have to keep that. Turn that off. Turn that on. Oh well. Y'all will just hear my keyboard.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Missing posters.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Now what do I do? I really don't know what to do next. Hmm. Go around the house, maybe? Is there a path around? No. Not supposed to go there. Hi, Booples! Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I am very confused at the moment. Wait, I might have been blind. That is a sideway path. Ooh, wind chimes. Oh, you entered through the doggy door.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left.
So I'm walking in a house without power. I am doing well. I hope you've been well.
For the first time in years,
I'm just not going to open that door for now. But yeah, I have been pretty well. I hope you have been as well. And, as you can see, it's What Remains of Edith Finch. And I'm assuming I am Edith in
I
this.
felt like I was home. But
I like
instead
the
of a
natural
family,
lighting.
there were just memories of one.
I like the natural lighting. I don't like the clutter. That is a lot of clutter. What's this?
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
I see that. You have 3 boxes in a packet just sitting there. That's a lot of clutter. And I see you all liked your wine.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
I mean, that kind of makes sense, yeah. Let's see. I don't know why, but it's being weird. Congrats, I think. And good luck to you as well. I hope it goes well for you. Let's see if this works now. It does. Sorry, I had to fix something with my Stream Deck. Well, knowing you, it should go well. Alright, now on to the next. Hear the rattling.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Oh, I don't like that thought. Oh, I have to.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
He built this entire house. Wow. If he built this house, he has great, innovative design. Like the supporting arcs.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Like that arc is nice. I don't know why. I like the old like wooden.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
That's something. I like the wood. Yeah, like maxed out his carpentry skills. This is just really good architectural design, honestly. Because like you have the framing here. I'm gonna get way talk way too much about that. I should stop myself before I do. But needless to say, with the like support, the visible supports, it just makes this room feel more lively.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Well, that just sounds rude. Why are you putting Grandma in a nursing home? Oh, I would love to live in a house with like this design. I mean, might do
After Milton
without.
disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Fair. But maybe without the lift until later. But this is a nice house. I see. I go in the room. What? Those are barred shut. Okay. And that little bit of brick right there that looks like it's fallen off to the chimney. That I feel like that gives it a decent amount of character.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Ooh, a shark. No, that's a whale. That is a whale.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh! Found what the key went to.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh!
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
You know,
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
I'm pretty sure aren't the characters I play
I grew up
pregnant?
looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about the letters. Just okay. Well,
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
I like that. Like that's kind of sweet. What's next? I cannot. So we do here. Oh.
December
Ooh, it's
13th,
feathered.
1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
I'm not gonna eat the gerbil.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Okay. Are you gonna hold back on eating the gerbil?
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Well, that was just a carrot. That's okay.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
So I go back to the bed. Oh, there's another door.
I kept eating and eating.
Don't eat toothpaste. No.
I
I'm
ate a lot
hoping
of
those are
things that night.
plastic.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
It's a bird.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
I'm a cat.
tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Oh, I like this. I actually like this interactive gameplay. And
Mom
jump.
and Dad didn't even look at me.
Oh. Here. House.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
I like the whole. Right here.
Rabbits.
Right here. More rabbits. There are a lot of rabbits. But this is a very open field. Ooh, look. River. Oh, there's the rabbit. How do I dive down? Because I'm assuming I'm supposed to go get the rabbit. Rabbit. Oh, that's how.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Okay, shark in a tree is interesting. Oh, that's a tree. I'm just gonna roll.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seeds. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
I'm slowly gaining.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I really don't know if I like this.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh. No.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh, damn. What am I, a kraken? I don't know what I am.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Just disappear under the table. Nothing happened. No. Hey. Can I go this way?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. Across the water, I spotted the moon, something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
I'm curious on what that was.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
This is nightmare fuel. Yeah, I don't know about wanting the house now.
I got closer and closer.
Was this a monster under the bed situation?
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Well, Don't want to be in this room.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
What is that? I kind of want to look under the bed, but I think I'm good. I knew I saw something over here. There was a cat.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Sailing with a house is that's a big move.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Wow.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Just have to drag the entire mounts across.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
I like that. And that it's on a wooden plaque, too. I like that.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
I don't like that. That is a texture nightmare. Yeah, that is a
The only
straight
trace Grandpa
texture.
Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
I see.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
I'm gonna yeet myself into the ocean, aren't I?
Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Oh,
Calvin!
that is a sturdy branch.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Oh, almost there.
then maybe he'd still be here.
Oh,
But I doubt it.
one last push.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
No.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
I did it.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Yep, I got yeeted. Just straight into the ocean.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
See, you're supposed to learn from mistakes of your ancestors, not try to repeat them. Like, let's see. Great grandpa, grandpa. I'm guessing mom, dad. I had Walter, Sam, Kelvin, Barbara, Molly? Maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna find this out just by staring at the tree.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
And I just unroped it? That's...
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Ooh! Oh, it's like Russian dolls, but in book form? Okay, the secret passages are actually really cool. I do not take back what I said about this being a really nice house.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Yeah, you're pregnant, aren't you? What's this?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
So, you're still taking street signs, huh?
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale. inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16,
That is
she
a
was
scream.
all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
So that's where the key is.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick.
Oh.
The house was silent.
Oh, I actually am interacting with that. I like that.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Can't get there, can I?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman Killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
I just
Barb,
smacked him
relax.
across the
I was
face.
just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Not that scary. I'm trying to get this Walter's room.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And whoever he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
So am I gonna beat him with this more?
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
This is some good narrative storytelling.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He
Poor
took it
Walter.
all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Well,
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
well, now I know where the basement key is. Oh wait, I came over here?
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
I am probably not doing this in any way, shape, or form in the correct order.
funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Hmm. Another part in the saga. So that's the table saw.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
And there's Walter.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Whoa, that's wild.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
Peaches.
Having a schedule, living for today.
At
I always
least use a
expected to be dead tomorrow.
spoon.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Well, there goes that little guy.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Seriously, does
And then one
spoons
day,
not exist?
everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Oh, that's where the text is. There's a whole ass bunker. Let's see. Before I disappear. The dark fence. A bunch of survival books.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
I think I know what that rumbling was, good sir.
Whatever's
Good
out
Walter.
there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
I don't think you're
I'm
ready
going to
for what's about to
appreciate all
happen.
of it,
What's about to
especially
happen.
the food.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month.
You spent
a single
30
week.
years eating peaches.
I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Yeah, because he might have been a little crazy. He was scared of the train.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Careful.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Nice. This is a
I
stock
don't want
bunker
to
with
make
a
the
trash
same
pit.
mistakes she made.
Never cleaned out the trash pit.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else.
I don't like
But
walking
now I'm
on the
worried
train
the
tracks.
stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Huh. That's a paintbrush. Someone painted those. Yeah, I don't think I have to worry about getting hit by a train. Oh, there's something down there.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
You're not, the sky is. You're just speaking it.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Let there be light? Okay.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Huh.
And the history you're a part of.
That's an interesting totem pole. Where do I go from here? Up here?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
And that might have been what got them all, well, killed.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Well, I see where he flew. Do I go this way?
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
That's not a good thing.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Here, let me snooze the ads real quick.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Okay. Walter. Oh, I like that. That's a good memorial. The star. The storyteller. Wait. Finch. EG. H. Where's the K and U come from? I don't know. Calvin, who could fly, and the sleeping cat dragon.
I'm sure
who are you?
Odin's monument had been Edie's idea.
Oh,
My mom
Odin.
was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Oh, when they first arrived.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, that's the house.
Edie said she dreamed about the old
It is
house
the house.
every night.
Huh. I thought that was just like, the connecting of the railroads down there. That's the full-on house. Okay. Where do I go from here? Back towards the house?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Oh, Death Day.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
That's why. Hey! You died right before I was born. Like the month before. That's weird.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
I still think, like, the layout and interior of the house would be really nice. Especially with, like, the little cubbies and whatnot. The little cubbies would be
If she told me there was
neat.
going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Girl, no! Why are you here at 22 weeks pregnant? That is a disaster waiting to happen.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam
see
spent
that.
his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
I mean, I also don't like being in front of the camera. That is why I use a PNG. So I get it. But that is still a great photo. Also, we do have ads coming up, so I am gonna use this opportunity. Oh, he was a vet. I'm gonna use this opportunity to take a break, get a drink, and make sure you all do as well. And here's the break. And we are back. Alright. Let's look at this.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Something
These
bad's
memories
probably
are
going to
gonna last a
happen, so
lifetime.
yeah.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are. Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Oh!
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Nothing quite. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Shot at what?
I'm over here, Dad. Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Oh,
Dawn,
there's the deer.
You don't have to do anything, but if you want to survive... Great shot, Dawn!
Ooh, I got a shot right as it happened. Aw, she says she shot the deer. Also, sleeping 80% of the day is not that bad.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Yep, I knew it was going to be traumatic. That was okay.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
I see. So, Sanjay's dad, Donna's mom, Gregory and Gus were the brothers. Sam and Kay were Dawn's mom and dad. Yeah, I see. And then you had the Uncle Walter, Calvin, Barbara, Molly. And then at the beginning, Odin and Ingborg. Gotcha. Oh. That don't look safe. That really don't look safe.
After
And
Sam
I'm just
died,
trusting to
my mom
walk
and
on
he
it.
got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
I see at the corner of my eye that smile. That is a happy smile, but uncanny valley.
Dear Kay, Do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
It's a frog.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
My boy got superpowers. He's moving the duck. I'm the frog now.
That's hand over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
I'm gonna get these bubbles. There we go. And now, whoop.
What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin.
Backflip.
Lost in his imagination.
Hey! Achievement!
Whatever it was, he saw.
Oh!
It sure made him happy.
There you go. Okay.
I know how silly it sounds.
Bubbles!
That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping
spin.
away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Bubbles! Oh no, the water's getting pretty high. Water's getting...
There's
Oh, okay.
so much I don't understand.
I understand how
About
he
Gregory.
met his demise.
About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
No?
I'm sure he's happy.
Oh. Down the drain I go.
And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
So, baby drowned. You see. There's all his toys that he had. There's the ducks, the frog, the whale, bubble bath.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
I mean,
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
sleeping would be fun. Ooh, I got the words. Oh.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh, do I have to? No. Oh, I found them. Hey, that's the totem pole I saw broken.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Hey! I mean, that's kind of rude on a wedding,
Wind
but...
picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Tent. Okay.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
What did you miss that? Oh!
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
Oh,
but I
okay.
didn't. Until we found you.
He got killed by a tent. Also, I would love sleeping for 80% of the day, but at the same time, I'm
She never
good.
talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
I like sleep, but I need to exercise more than I do. What's over here? Oh, I can
My mom
climb the
built
rock
the
wall.
loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
They look happy there.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
I don't
Louis
do
was born a year
politics
later.
or religion here on this channel, but
When my dad died,
each
I
their own.
don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
I would love a little garden like this.
And to see kids in the house again.
Mint, thyme, sage, and basil. This would be good for if I wanted to just grow my own stuff and, you know, cook with my own
The house
homegrown
had to get a
veggies.
little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Why did it not last?
The beginning of the end was Milton Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
I like this castle. Looks like a little observation tower. Paintings. Let's see. Do I just... You know, this is kind of dangerous for 22 weeks pregnant.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
I like that.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Oh. There's another floor. I don't know how I didn't see this before.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Well, I can't go that way. This is a neat concept, using a boat as like an
Lewis's
extra
room smelled
floor.
very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
What's it smell like? Fish?
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Yeah, I see the game. See the controller. Oh, that's a... I don't see the TV. Oh, there it is. I'm just blind.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Oh, Lewis. Psychology.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. and he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. We began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even
Goodbye,
after he
old
said he
me.
was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
See, even walking, this is only
Including
moving.
the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Where? I see. Molly. That's a very pointy spear.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Okay.
There was only one thing left to do.
I don't know. I don't think I want to put on that crown.
Bend down his head.
I don't want to do that. I have to, don't I? No! No, don't do it!
And the rest I think you know.
Ooh.
Mrs. Finch, your son, was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Ooh. Oh, this is in Seattle?
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Everybody? No, the mom. And Edie. There's more.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
That's a lot of packing peanuts.
But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Oh, it's an origami bird.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
With a quill? That's a nice quill. I like that. Let's see.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are
Edith,
very specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it?
Okay.
The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our
I'm
last...
not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that sealant on all the doors.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Oops. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
There's a rock. Go around the rock.
For a while, I wandered.
It should just be dead ahead.
I started seeing things.
Here.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. few
I loved
years
doing
went
that as a
by.
kid.
My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
I don't know
But now
how
I
I
hope
feel
you'll
about
never
what
see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself.
I don't
guess
know
if
how
you're
I...
reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
I don't know how I feel about what's happening.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh, so she died during childbirth. And we're the kid reading it. Gotcha. That was good. I liked that. I mean, we don't have the music because I turned that off because copyright. So here's this. Oh. Okay. Replay a story. And if I go Edith. Okay. But that was a twist there at the end. I thought we were playing it as Edith. Edith only lived to 18. That's sad. Milton, 13. Wow. I can see why they thought it was a curse. But, well, that was What Remains of Edith Finch. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I know I did. There was a lot of twists and turns there. we will be raiding out. I'd like to thank everyone who stopped by. And I hope to see y'all next week on Sunday, where, of course, I will be streaming again. Now, let's see. Who should we be raiding out to? Let's see. Who should I raid out to? All right, chat. So we will be raiding out to Bubble Bath. Make sure to show some love and make sure to be nice. And I do hope to see y'all next time. See y'all in the next stream.